Hi guys, this is AJ Stylexo and welcome to another tutorial. Today we'll be learning how to make the basic bodice pattern of a child, and we'll be using the measurement of a child between age 5 and 6 years old. But I'll be sharing with you in the next slide the measurement chart, size chart of kids between 0 to 12 years old. When I mean 0, like 0 months, that is from 1 month to 12 years old. So with that chart, it is okay. You can make a dress for a child even without the child being there to take the body measurement, because this is an average standard chart. So before we get started, I want to let you know that we'll be using this pattern to make a ball gown. So if you want to learn how to make a ball gown, please click on the subscribe button so that you can get notified when we do a follow-up tutorial using this pattern to make a ball gown for a child. So let's get to the work table and get started. So we'll be making the basic pattern now for the upper part of the dress, and the measurement I said we'll be using is for 5-year-old child. So we'll be using a shoulder of 13 inches, waist circumference of 22 inches, half length of 11 inches, armhole depth of 5.5 inches. The full length of the child is 32 inches, and then the chest, which is also known as bust, but they don't have bust, so we call it chest, is 24 inches. So first of all, for children clothes, there's a calculation we use in getting the neck width and the neck depth. So for the neck width, you say the chest measurements, whatever the chest measurement is, divided by 12, then plus 0.25. Then for the neck depth, you say chest measurement divided by 12 plus 0.5. So these values are what you use, but you can customize it. You could do whatever you want. You could make it wider than this value. You could make it deeper if you want to do a v-neck, whatever. You could customize it. And then to know how to do necklines, there's a video on a tutorial in the description box on necklines, but that's for adults. You can use it to customize for kids to know different type of necklines. So let's get started. So we said the shoulder measurement is 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So mark 6.5. Then we take our neck depth. We said the neck width is chest divided by 12 plus 0.25, and the chest of this child is 24. Divided by 12 plus 0.25 is 2.25. So this is 2.25. Then our neck depth, we say 12 divided by 12 plus 0.5, which is 24 divided by 12 plus 0.5 is 2.5. So this is it. So just draw our triangle, our rectangle, and then we get our neck curve. So this is our neck curve. Then from the shoulder line, because we rule this red line, I'm using this as a guide, the framework on where I'm doing my construction. So this line is serving as the shoulder line. So from this shoulder line, we'll mark the armhole depth. You said the armhole depth is 5.5, so we'll mark 5.5 inches, and then we'll rule it. So we can call this chest line, because this is where we'll take the chest measurement. Then we'll say the half length is 11. So place it here, mark 11, and then place, this is the half length, and the upper bodice is stopping at the half length. It's from the half length we join to the skirt. So let's draw this line down, because this is the armhole depth. We said the shoulder measurement is 6.5, so take 6.5 here so that the line will be straight. Now on this line we take our chest measurement, but before that, they will have different types of dress. There are some types that use sleeve. If you're making the type that we use sleeve, you use exact measurements. So let's just construct with the exact measurement. For a child's gown, for a children's gown, you come down by ½ inch for the shoulder slope. So connect the ½ inch to the neck. Then for the armhole curve, you can just curve it inward a little by ½ inch, or even do it straight, but let's come down by ½ inch. So we take the midpoint of the line, we go in by ½ inch or ¼ inch, then we'll curve it with our French curve. So this is it. So now we've drawn the basic frame. Now we just take the chest measurements on this. The chest measurement, we said, is 6 plus the chest measurement is 24 divided by 4 is 6 plus 0.5 for ease allowance. You must add ease allowance, so which is 6.5, which is still the exact line position. Then the waist measurement of the child is 22 divided by 4 is 5.5 plus ease allowance is 6 inches. So this is it. So this is the basic bodice of the child. So now, but we're not using this. We want to make this dress to be sleeveless. So when you're making it sleeveless, you're not going to use the exact armhole circumference and armhole depth measurement, so that the armhole will not be too big and then show the body of the child, and then the shoulder will not fall off. So in a situation whereby you're adding sleeve, this is exactly what you do. But when you're not adding sleeve, the shoulder measurement, whatever the shoulder measurement is, go in by ½ inch. I would say the shoulder is 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So that marks 6 inches. So this is the new shoulder line. So just mark the 6 inches here too. So this is the new shoulder line. So this is the line we'll be working with now. Then for the chest line, because we don't want the armhole length, the armhole depth now to be too high, whatever you reduce from the shoulder, you reduce from the armhole depth. So we reduce the shoulder length by ½ inch. So we reduce this line by ½ inch. So just go up by ½ inch. So this will now be the new chest line. So it's on this line now we'll take our armhole slope. So now we draw a new armhole curve here. We don't need to curve it inward again because we are making a sleeveless top. So just place it here and then curve it down. So this is it. So this is the new armhole curve. This side now we're not using it. This is the new armhole curve. So now we'll take our chest measurement again now on this new line. We said the chest measurement is 6.5. 6 inches plus ½ for ease allowance is 6.5. So this is it. So the shape still remains the same, but the curve is different. So this is it. So we'll be transferring this here. So you see the process again for those that did not get it. So for your back pattern, you'll be needing zipper allowance. So this will serve as zip allowance of 1.5 inch. So this part is joined to the back pattern, but this is zip allowance of 1.5 inch, and this is the center front CF for the front pattern. This is the center back for the back pattern. So the same process for the front will be repeating it. So for those that did not get the front, they will get it here. So we said we'll take our neck width. The neck wideness we took here is 2.25. So we take the same 2.25. But for the neck depth, for a round neck, back neck, you will not go as deep as the front neck if you're doing a round neck. So we'll take 1 inch only. but you could customize it and go as much as 6 or for v-neck you can go as much as 6 inches for v-neck, but we're making a round neck at the front and a round neck at the back. So for the back neck, 1 inch depth, 2.25 width, while for the front 2.25 and then 2.5. so this is it. So now we take our shoulder measurement. We said the shoulder measurement is 6.5 minus half now, because it's a sleeveless top, is 6 inches. Then we take our armhole length. Our armhole length is 5.5 minus this half we took here is 5 inches. So this line will serve now as our chest line, and then we'll roll this one down. Then we'll take the same measurement here, 6, 6, so that will be on point. The line will be straight and not slanted. Then we'll take our half length from here. The half length is 11. We'll mark 11. So this is it. Now our armhole curve, we just take our armhole curve. So watch the armhole curve again here. Just take it. You see that it's straight. So the curve is just coming only at the base here. So this is it. The curve, just a little curve. Then we take our chest measurement. We said the chest is 6 inches plus half inch. The chest is 24 divided by 4 is 6 inches plus half inch is allowance, so which is 6.5. Then the waist is 22 divided by 4 is 5.5 plus half inch is 6 inches. So we'll mark. Then there's a principle for basic bodies, whether for children or for adults. There's always an half inch added to the armhole, to the chest, because the chest does not really start on the armhole, so always add half inch. So we'll add the half inch extra now to the armhole, and then connect it back to the waist. So this is the new shape of the dress. We'll do the same thing on the front pattern, 1 inch extra, and then we'll connect it to the bodice. So this is the new bodice pattern now. So let me just deepen it, the pattern. So this darker part, okay, we've not drawn the neck curve for the back pattern. Okay, so this is it. Then the armhole curve is not, and the shoulder slope still half inch. Connect it here. So this is the main framework be using. This is it. So here we are extending it here because this is the zipper allowance, so the neck extends downward to the zip allowance. So then for the front pattern, let's highlight. Here we'll be needing, we are needing the neck, we need this shoulder, we need this new armhole curve, then the new body slope, and then the M. So this is it for the back pattern. Sorry, this is part of the back pattern now. So the back pattern starts here. So another thing is, for the edge not to be pointed, we'll be marking half inch out at the sides of the dress, both sides. This is the side where the armhole is, the armhole side. Just go up by half inch on both the front and the back pattern, then curve it into the main dress. The reason why we are doing this is so that this part of the dress will not fall down. It will be firm on the body of the child. So this is basically how to construct the basic bodies of a child. So you can add your allowances on the pattern, or you can add the allowances when you're cutting on fabric. So I want to add my allowances on the pattern. So my sewing allowance now for the body is 1 inch. So I'll be joining the body with 1 inch. So this is my sewing allowance. So the armhole now extends, and then this part extends. So this is the 1 inch extra. Then for the joining allowance, because this part is what is joining to the skirt, the down, I'll be adding 1/2 inch only for joining. So this is it. This is the 1/2 inch for joining. Then the armhole, I'll be turning it with a lining, so I'll be adding 1/2 inch as well all round. Because of this other first armhole, you might not see this, but you see it clearer when we're adding the allowance on the back pattern. So this is now the new armhole curve. Then the shoulder, we'll be turning the shoulder with lining by 1/2 inch as well. So we'll add it. So this is the new shoulder. So by the time you sew, you'll be sewing this part out, sewing here out, sewing here out, and you still get your frame back. Then for the neck also, we'll be adding 1/2 inch also the neck, to turn the neck with our lining. So basically this is it. So all the allowances now are being added already to the main pattern. So for this one, we've already added the zipper allowance, so we'll be adding the hemming allowance as well. So this one, we're adding, first of all, the joining allowance, the down part, the 1/2 inch that will join the down part, which is the skirt, and then we'll add 1 inch sewing allowance on the side. So this is 1 inch sewing allowance on the side. Good. Then we'll add 1/2 inch on the armhole. So this is a new armhole extension. Then we're adding 1/2 inch on the neck. You're adding this same allowance for every child. No, whether you are doing it for a newborn baby, you're making the dress for a newborn baby, or you're making it for a child of 12 years, you're adding the same allowance. The only thing that will be different from a newborn baby and an older child is just the normal body measurement, which is for the neck depth and neck wideness, the armhole, the chest, and then the waistline. But every other allowance is the same thing. So this is it. So we'll be cutting this now, this pattern out. So first of all, separating the front and the back. So this is the front, this is the back. So I'll just follow our lines now, the highlighted lines, to get our basic pattern. In case you don't want to add your sewing allowance to your pattern, you can, but please don't forget to add it to on your fabric when you're cutting. But if you add it here, then we'll just cut exactly like this on fabric, because we've added all the allowances. So I'll cut the back pattern as well. So this is our pattern. So this is what we'll be cutting on fabric, and when we cut on fabric you will see what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Kindly click on the subscribe button so that you could get notified when we're doing a follow-up tutorial, when we'll be cutting this pattern on fabric and making our ball gown. Thank you for watching. Do share the videos and then drop any questions in the comment section. Have a lovely day.